Hi guys, it's Stevie G from Computer Mate, and today we're going to have a look at part one of this multi-part series. I'm going to show you, give you an introduction to Photoshop and how to initially configure it to help you out as you go along. One of the first things I do is go up to Window here, and you'll see Workspace. I always pretty much use Design View. It has a bunch of them there that you can use. If anything ever happens to any of your tools, you can always go reset that view. So let's say I drag this out here, and how do I get it back? Or you can go reset, and it puts it back to how it was. But yeah, I usually use Design View there. You can also do it up here from the top here. There's a quick selection up here. So that's the first thing you want to do. The next thing I usually do when I'm first setting this up is I go to the Edit menu and then go to Preferences and go to General. This will bring this window up here with the preferences on it, where you can go and change just about everything to do with Photoshop. So if I just go through some of these screens here, I'm going to show you when you want to undo, if you make a mistake as you're editing something. This setting here, history states, you might want to change that up or down. Like I've got it set to 256, so I can do 256 different steps there. So that's what that is. I'll keep going through here. Cursors, one of the things you might want to do is when you're painting, you might want to have this, it's set like this by default, which changes this icon like this up here. See how it's got the brush? I usually prefer to go with precise, so you've got this little crosshair and you can fine tune what you're doing. Other cursors like the dropper, you can change that too if you wish. Like it's up to you really what you want to choose there. So we'll go through, keep going. Units and rulers, this one here is a good one to go with. I usually change my rulers to pixels and my font types to pixels, because I primarily work with websites and things like that, so usually work for pixels with both of those. But it's really up to what you want to work in. If you do sign art or anything, you might want to change to millimeters or whatever you want, but I work in pixels. That's where you change that. Alright, so I think that's just about all the stuff you'd want to change in here. So we're just going to go OK, and we're going to leave that area. Now if I was to go in and create a blank canvas by going File, New, and then let's say 800 pixels by 600 pixels in here. See this, you can actually go and change it in here and tell it to be whatever size you want too. So if I wanted something as I want it to be 1000 millimeters by 600 millimeters or something, you can go and change that in there too. So but I'm just going to go with 800 by 600 pixels in here. Also I will show you one more thing here while I'm in this screen. Your background, you can actually go and change your background where you can have white or whatever your current background color is. So as you can see over the left here, it's actually got black as the background, so it would make a black background. So you can have a white background, whatever you've got set as that background color, or transparent. I'm just going to go with transparent. Apart from that, those are about the only settings that I really play with. You can go and choose presets from up here if you wish, but I'm just going to go, for the purposes of this, I'm just going to go with that. Now you'll notice on here that we've got our canvas, and that's represented by these white and grey check boxes all over here. So if we, one of the things I usually do when I first start using Photoshop as well, when I'm first setting it up for the first time, is you go to View up here and go Rulers. Now the rulers are kind of handy. Once again, you'll see that these are also in pixels. So if I go here and I click on that ruler and drag down, I can actually set a guide. So if I want to actually draw something, or select something within that guide that basically snaps to it, as you can see there, I can actually snap it to a guide. So you can use these guides just as a visual reference to, if you want to get rid of them, you just drag them back into the ruler. And you can drag multiple guides too, so you can have like multiple guides to try and line things up or whatever you need to do. So rulers can be handy. It's up to you whether you use them, but that's how you turn them on and off, just up there on the view menu, and you go show rulers. So alright, well that concludes the introduction and the configuration that I would normally go through in setting up Photoshop. Stay tuned for the next part. We're going to go over some of the overview of the tools actually in Photoshop, and we'll go through them all individually. Alright, hope that you found this video helpful. Please hit the like button below, as it helps me get my videos out there. If you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, please click on subscribe, and that'll keep you in the loop when I upload any videos in future. Alright, peace.